Today we're making my Rum Coke holiday ham. No holiday is complete without that big old golden brown delicious holiday ham. So today I'm infusing the flavors of rum, one of my favorites, a little bit of cola, and some nice cherry preserves to give you sweet, salty, and something real savory to bring out and round out those amazing flavors that are already there in your Omaha Steaks pre-cooked spiral sliced ham. No holiday table is complete without an amazingly cooked Christmas or Thanksgiving or whatever day of the week ham. And this right here, the Omaha Steaks 8-pound pre-cooked brown sugar crusted and glazed ham is perfect and essential for any table, any time of the year. It does not matter. But what we're gonna do today right now is kick it up even a bigger notch with my Rum and Coke glaze, which will be a hit and a star at any dinner table. So let's jump right into it. First things first, we are going to make our glaze. While the pot is heating up, we want to go ahead and jump over here to our ham. You want to make sure to bring the ham, let it sit out, for about 30 to 45 minutes, because again, we want to ensure that it comes down to room temperature so it cooks quicker and it has an even cooking temperature on it as well. So we roll the gold foil down about halfway because you want to retain all those juices and keep that, because we're going to utilize that and kind of, pour that over the ham at the end as well if you so choose to. So room temperature ham, 30 to 45 minutes. Keep the foil on the ham, but roll it about, till it's about a third of the way down, all the way down at the bottom. So to our pot, to make our Rum and Coke glaze, we are going to add spiced rum, dealer's choice. Smells great. Cola. We're going to add cherry preserves for that sweet factor. And a lot of times during holiday season, you see cherries on the ham, either as a garnish or as a glaze. So this right here is going to give it a nice little sweetness to balance out that rum that is in there. For a nice savory note and tang, we're gonna add a little bit of Dijon mustard. It adds great flavor and depth. A little bit of Worcester for umami. And a pinch of kosher salt, because salt is a must whenever you're seasoning, making any kind of salt. Salt brings out and amplifies those flavors in whatever you're cooking. So you whisk all the contents together. You bring it up to a boil, and then you bring it down to a simmer for about 10 minutes to allow all those ingredients to meld and come together and just become one nice, happy, homogeneous glaze. All right, so while the glaze is doing its thing and coming to a boil, I have my oven at 325 degrees. I'm gonna take my room temperature ham, put it in the oven, let it go for about 60 to 75 minutes. Mind you, the ham is already cooked. So at this point, we're planning on reheating the ham, bringing it to temp, getting it nice and warm throughout, let those juices redistribute. And at that point, we're gonna hit it with that Rum and Coke glaze for about 15 minutes, basting it every 3 to 5 minutes. And once it gets glazy and sticky and warm and just juicy to perfection, we take it out and then we sliced it. But Omaha Steaks did you one better. We pre-sliced it. It's a spiral sliced ham, so it takes all the effort out of slicing the ham, and you'll see that process here in a second. So let's put our ham into the oven. Remember, 325 preheated oven. You're gonna put the ham right there into the center, and at this point, 60 to 75 minutes to reheat and get the ham nice and warm, and at that point, Rum and Coke glaze. I don't know about you guys, but I'm starting to get hungry, so let's get to it. Finish up our glaze, let the ham reheat, and then we'll move on to the next step. All right, so once the glaze starts to come to a boil, all those ingredients start to come together and just kind of emulsify into this syrupy, jammy, savory, kind of tangy because of the mustard glaze. You want to reduce it down to a simmer. Because at this point, what you're doing right now, everything's already come together, but you're allowing those flavors to develop and really kind of mature in the pot. So you let it simmer for about 10 minutes, And once it simmers for 10 minutes, at that point, it'll come to a glaze consistency. But remember, once you cool it down to room temperature, that glaze will thicken up even more and will be the perfect complement to our Christmas ham or Thanksgiving ham or whatever day of the week ham. It's going to be a perfect complement for our Omaha Steaks spiral cut ham. So let the glaze do its thing, and once the ham has been fully reheated and brought back up to temp, we are going to glaze it and shower it with Rum and Coke Glaze Love. All right, now, so after 10 minutes, you let your glaze simmer. What we're looking for right now is a nappe consistency. When I say nappe consistency, what that means is that the glaze should coat the back of the spoon. So when I take my finger and run it across the back, you see a streak, and that is the consistency of the glaze we're looking for. But remember, because of the sugar and the cola inside of the glaze, with the cherries as well, it's gonna thicken up even more once it becomes room temperature and be the ideal consistency and flavor and be ready to glaze our ham. So you do not wanna miss the next step. All right, so after 60 to 75 minutes, once you successfully reheated the pre-cooked Omaha Steaks spiral cut ham, we have our luscious, savory Rum and Coke glaze. And you can see, as it comes to room temperature, it's thickened even more. So I'm going to apply this glaze to that ham. At this point, when the ham has reheated, you see that glaze really start to shimmer and shine. That's already on the ham, but we're going to kick it up even another notch with that Rum and Coke glaze. So do not be shy, be very generous. Get the glaze all over the ham. The cherries, the Coke. Smells so good. The spiced rum, the Worcester, all that is flavor, and more flavor. And it's gonna add an even darker crust and even more depth and flavor as it roasts and just glazes that ham. So what you wanna do now is glaze it and get that nice lacquered finish the last 15 minutes, about once every 5 minutes, for that really nice, luscious glaze coating of that Rum and Coke glaze. So back into the oven we go. I'm gonna glaze it 2 more times, and then after that, we're going to slice into it and serve up a platter of deliciousness. So once our ham has been reheated and nice and glazed with our Rum and Coke glaze, we want to take it out of the oven. That's a thing of beauty. And you can see the Rum and Coke glaze has had a chance to adhere and stick and really lacquer that ham. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn the ham on its side. It's already pre-sliced, but I'm gonna show you the easiest way to remove these luscious, crispy, savory, tasty pieces of spiral cut ham from the portion and serve it up for a platter that is to die for. All right, so we have our fully cooked, fully glazed Rum and Coke Omaha Steaks spiral glazed ham, and we're going to transport our ham to our cutting board. Okay. Oh yeah, thing of beauty. All right. So the ham is already pre-sliced, but we want to remove those slices from the bone. So what you do, very easy, take your knife and follow along the inside of the ham bone and just work the knife around it. That's gonna separate those slices from the ham, and then from there, take your knife, start to slice. Just like that, removing those beautiful ham slices from the ham bone. Don't forget that piece. Very easy. And as you get deeper into the ham, you just work the knife around that ham bone once again. But I think this right here is a pretty good start to what we're looking for with our Omaha Steaks spiral sliced ham. That is a thing of beauty, and if you want, I'm a huge fan of sauces and glazes. The more sauce, the more glaze, the better. So you can serve a portion of the sauce on the side as well. Everybody takes as much or as little as they want. And this is a bountiful ham for any family, any hunger, big or small. This Omaha Steaks spiral cut ham will solve and cure whatever ails you every single time. Enjoy.